The girl presses her hands against the wall, her backside forced upward. Even though this position is utterly humiliating, she doesn't dare move a muscle, because the man beside her has ordered that as long as the red light on the wall stays on, she must hold this pose, and they'll be watching her through the surveillance cameras in the room, 24 hours a day. But the girl's stamina has its limits. Soon she can't hold on any longer, since she's violated their rules. The landlord storms in, furious. He gives her two choices, either keep going, or die right now. Under the pressure from the landlord and the neighbor, the girl forces herself back up. Seeing how weak she is, the neighbor feels a twinge of pity. He decides to help her out by placing a large nail on the back of her hand, then raising a hammer and slamming it down in an instant. Her hand is immediately pinned firmly to the wall. The searing pain eats away at her willpower. Her eyes keep flashing desperate pleas for mercy, but no one shows her any sympathy. The girl has no choice but to obediently place her other hand on the wall. The neighbor raises the hammer and brings it down again. Her other hand is nailed up too. Lisa is a fresh college graduate, just starting her internship. She's looking to rent a place, so she heads to a community near her workplace. The people here all seem incredibly friendly, each one greeting Lisa warmly. This naturally makes her quite happy, but when she walks into the apartment full of expectations, she finds it already packed with prospective tenants. Lisa figures there's no way she'll get picked, so she turns to leave. But then a manager named Jerry calls out to her. She says they don't go by first come, first served here. Everything depends on personal chemistry. After a brief conversation, Lisa successfully moves into the apartment. The next day, while carrying her luggage, she suddenly notices a one-eyed man on the third floor watching her. The moment he's spotted, he quickly walks away. Lisa feels something's off, but the sudden appearance of her neighbor Jesse puts her at ease. He's polite and quite handsome, not only offering to help with her luggage but also inviting her to a barbecue party downstairs. Lisa can't refuse such a kind invitation. She hurries back to change clothes and joins the party. The old lady shows her around the community and introduces every neighbor. Everyone is warm and harmonious, each one more polite than the last. But the one-eyed man Lisa saw earlier sits alone in the corner reading a book. That evening, while everyone's enjoying dinner, the one-eyed man suddenly rushes over to Lisa. He urges her to read this book no matter what, saying it completely changed his life. Startled by this sudden approach, Lisa politely declines his offer. After the party, Lisa returns to her room and gets ready for bed. But in the middle of the night, an eerie sound suddenly fills the air. Terrified, she jumps up and presses her ear against the wall, but the sound has already vanished without a trace. The next day, Jesse is still enthusiastically helping Lisa with her luggage. Lisa takes the opportunity to ask if he heard any strange noises last night. Jesse doesn't answer directly, he just says to come find him if she ever needs anything. Soon enough, night falls again. This time Lisa's smarter about it. She puts on her headphones, but at the same hour in the middle of the night, that eerie sound pierces through again, growing louder and more intense. The next morning, Lisa wakes up to find a piece of paper slipped under her door. She picks it up. It's a notice about the community's no pets policy, and the red text at the bottom reads clearly, if she doesn't get rid of her pet, next time it won't just be a piece of paper. Later, Lisa pulls herself together and gets ready for work, but that one-eyed man is staring at her again. Lisa tries to greet him, but he turns and disappears down the hallway. At the office, Lisa can't stop thinking about the one-eyed man. Her co-worker Anna notices something's wrong and suggests they have dinner at Lisa's place after work. Soon the two arrive at Lisa's apartment. During their conversation, Lisa mentions the strange noises at night and the threatening note about her cat. Anna comforts her, telling her not to overthink things. Life is only 30,000 days, just take it one day at a time. Lisa feels noticeably better after hearing this. In the dead of night, while Lisa is sound asleep, she suddenly smells something burning. She gets up and checks the living room, where she spots that same notice from the morning. The microwave is running. A terrible feeling washes over her. She musters the courage to open it and finds her beloved cat reduced to a charred lump of flesh. Lisa stumbles backward in horror. Then a dark figure suddenly flashes past. Lisa begs him to stop, but the masked intruder doesn't care. He ties Lisa to a chair. At first, Lisa assumes it's the one-eyed man, but to her absolute shock, it turns out to be the friendly and charming Jesse. Lisa can hardly believe her eyes. Jesse says nothing. He silently pulls a syringe from a box. Sensing things are going south, Lisa thrashes wildly trying to break free. Seeing how much fight she's got, Jesse pulls out a stun baton to teach her a lesson. But the moment he gets close, Lisa kicks him to the ground. She seizes the chance and bolts for the door, managing to fling it open and escape in the very last second before Jesse catches up. Once outside, Lisa screams for help at the top of her lungs. She soon runs into Lucy, who's still up in the middle of the night. Lucy tells Lisa not to be afraid, but then her tone shifts abruptly. A vicious expression crosses her face as she grabs Lisa and yanks her back. Combined with Jesse's stun baton, they easily subdue her. As Lisa is dragged back to her room, she keeps screaming for the neighbors to save her. But what she doesn't know is that everyone here is in on it. Back in the room, the community manager Jerry appears before her. It turns out Lisa had been planning to move out because of all the strange incidents. That kind of thing is absolutely not allowed in this community. They inject Lisa with a sedative. The next morning, Lisa finally wakes up. She's been locked in a sealed room, her clothes replaced with a hospital gown. She keeps screaming for help, but what arrives is a group led by Jerry. They tell Lisa to stop struggling. In here, no one can hear her even if she screams herself hoarse. Besides, they've already used her phone to send messages to everyone, creating the illusion that Lisa has gone traveling abroad. Then Jesse orders Lisa to face the wall with her hands placed against it. Lisa tries to beg Jesse to let her go, but without a word, he pulls out a pair of pliers. The sight of them terrifies Lisa completely. Jerry then explains the rules of the game. As long as Lisa behaves and does what she's told, she'll earn a reward. Otherwise, what awaits her is brutal punishment. With that, Jerry brings in the one-eyed man. It was because he kept resisting that he lost an eye and an ear. Seeing this, Lisa finally complies. She obediently assumes the position against the wall. Jesse tells her this is an extremely stressful posture, specifically designed to cause suffering. It might not seem like much at first, but after a few minutes, the pain will spread through her entire body. Then she looks at the indicator light on the wall. When the light is on, Lisa must not move under any circumstances. She can only rest when it goes off. If Lisa dares to cheat, the camera above will record everything. Jerry then leans in and has the audacity to say this is all for Lisa's own good. This disgusting remark nearly makes Lisa explode, but under their intimidation, all she can do is silently let 2 streams of tears roll down her face. And so Lisa holds the position, enduring the agony, silently telling herself she must escape no matter what. After a full day of suffering, the light finally goes off. Lisa collapses to the ground immediately. A meal is slid through the door. Lisa crawls to it like a caged animal and eats off the floor. But before long, the light turns on again. Lisa scrambles back to her spot and resumes the position. After days of this, Lisa has been tortured beyond recognition. In a daze, she sees the old lady walking carrying a chair. The old lady tells her not to be afraid. Everyone in this community came through this very room. The purpose isn't to punish her, it's to scientifically help her forget her past completely and embrace a beautiful new life. Lisa thinks to herself, this is nothing but a cult, but she's powerless to resist. She can only mechanically do as she's told. Finally, one day she simply can't hold on anymore. The light hasn't gone off yet, but her entire body crumples to the floor. Jerry soon walks in with Jesse. Lisa frantically explains that she's just too exhausted, but Jerry pulls out a handgun without hesitation, saying 1 bullet and it can all be over. Seeing this, Lisa's eyes clear up instantly. She scrambles to her feet and resumes the position, but Jesse doesn't seem ready to let her off. He opens a box, takes out a steel nail, and walks toward Lisa. He's going to nail her to the wall. Lisa's instinct is to resist, but then she remembers the gun pointed at her back. In the end, she can only obediently place her hands on the wall. From then on, they brainwash Lisa every single day, spouting absurd nonsense like, "This is your home." Until one day, Lisa faintly hears her father's voice. He tells her to use all her strength to break free. He's cooked dinner at home and is waiting for her to come back. Maybe Lisa is truly starving, because she actually endures the excruciating pain and rips her hands free. But before she can escape, she collapses to the ground unconscious. When she wakes up, who knows how much later, Jerry and the others are already standing around her. Jerry immediately gives Lisa a hug, telling her she's passed the test. Now she's free to move around the community. The women of the community brush her hair and bandage her wounds. But at the same time, Lisa notices that every one of them has scars from steel nails on their hands. After that, Jerry and the others conduct psychological counseling with Lisa. Here, everyone must be completely open and honest, because they're one big loving family. There are no secrets between them. Then they have Lisa carefully study the book the one-eyed man gave her. It was written collectively by the community members. They even gave it a grand title, The Power of Community. Over time, every person in the community has long forgotten the outside world. They genuinely enjoy the warm environment here. Everyone must be friendly to each other. When you see a neighbor, you absolutely must smile and say hello. If anyone dares to challenge the rules, they'll face punishment from the entire community. And after being beaten, the person must nod and say thank you. Accepting punishment also means being completely forgiven. When tomorrow dawns, everyone is one big happy family again. In the days that follow, Lisa never stops thinking about escape, but each time, the one-eyed man signals her to stop. A full year passes like this. Because of her good behavior, Lisa earns Jerry's trust. He even personally takes her to see the community's surveillance room. Looking at the screens, Lisa finally realizes that everyone's daily life is being monitored around the clock. Then Lisa notices a camera behind her. She asks Jesse who's watching on the other end of that one. Jesse doesn't answer, he just tells her to mind her own business. Finally, Lisa notices on the monitors that the old lady seems to be having some kind of episode. Jesse immediately calls for help. Soon everyone gathers at the old lady's place. Jesse says it's time to say goodbye. Lisa senses something is wrong. Then she sees Lucy pull out some equipment. Lisa tries to intervene, but Jessie says the old lady is too old to contribute anything more to the community. They don't have enough resources to keep caring for her. The only option now is euthanasia. And just like that, the old lady is suffocated to death inside a plastic bag. Seeing that Lisa has fully integrated into the community, they actually arrange a husband for her. But never in her wildest dreams did Lisa imagine the man she's supposed to marry is the one-eyed man. Despite her absolute unwillingness, when you're under someone else's roof, you have no choice but to bow your head. With no other option, Lisa follows the one-eyed man home. Just then, Jerry rushes over in a panic. It turns out Lisa's father has found the community. Jerry warns Lisa she must never let him know anything about this place. Otherwise, her father will die. Soon her father arrives at Lisa's door. He wants his daughter to come home with him. The reason Lisa moved away for work in the first place was that during her mother's illness, her father couldn't control himself and had an affair. When Lisa found out, she wanted to tell her mother, but her mother was already gravely ill. Hearing this would surely destroy her. So her mother died still believing her husband was a good man. Now her father has realized his mistake and sincerely hopes Lisa will come home. Lisa's heart wavers, just as father and daughter embrace tightly. Jessie appears behind her father with a knife. Lisa knows that if her father doesn't leave, they'll kill him, so she deliberately says cruel things to drive him away. Thankfully, she succeeds in making him leave angry, and so Lisa begins a hopeless married life. The one-eyed man tells her that when he first arrived, he also thought of nothing but escape until he lost his eye and his ear. Only then did he settle down. He hopes Lisa will accept her fate too. Since she can't change any of this, she should try to embrace a new life. Before long, the community finds a new target and it turns out to be Lisa's co-worker Anna. Having been fired from her company, Anna also chose this place to rent. Unfortunately, Jerry takes an immediate liking to her. Anna goes through the exact same ordeal as Lisa, but she's even fiercer. She actually bites off a chunk of Jessie's ear. Seeing this, Lisa volunteers to try talking to her. She tells Anna a whole lot of things, but the gist is, submit for now, and escape when the time is right. But Anna is completely stubborn. Not only does she refuse to understand Lisa's good intentions, she kicks Lisa while she's at it, but the moment she tries to run out the door, she's knocked to the ground. Since talking nicely doesn't work, they'll have to do it the hard way. Jerry ties Anna to the floor, then makes Lisa hold her head down and hands Lisa a screwdriver. Jerry himself pulls out a hammer, ready to deliver the final blow. But at the critical moment, Lisa turns and plunges the screwdriver into Jerry's neck. She grabs Anna and they run, but they barely make it 2 steps before Jerry, still alive, tries to come after them. Lisa hurls an axe straight at him, then pins him to the ground. She picks up the screwdriver and without hesitation ends this monster's life. Then she grabs Jerry's gun and starts running. People keep swarming and trying to stop her, but when they see the gun in her hand, no one dares make a move. Just then, Jessie steps forward like a fool with a death wish. He actually tries to brainwash Lisa one more time. Lisa doesn't indulge him, she puts a bullet in him and ends his life on the spot. Lisa keeps running. Just as she's about to reach the main door, a man suddenly grabs her. The one-eyed man snatches the gun from her hand. Everyone thinks he's going to shoot Lisa, but the barrel suddenly swings around. He shoots the man, restraining Lisa dead. Then he tells Lisa to get out and never look back. The one-eyed man uses his body to block the people behind her. Snapping back to her senses, Lisa runs like a madwoman toward the outside. After running for what feels like forever, she thinks she's safe and stops, but when she turns her head, she sees a camera on a nearby door pointed right at her. Then, one by one, red lights begin turning on all down the street. Lisa realizes she may never escape this place in her lifetime, but even so, she has to try. Lisa starts running again, disappearing into the darkness of the night. This is a horror film about human nature. Compared to those jump-scare horror movies, this kind of fear built deep within the mind is far more devastating. At the same time, it profoundly reflects social reality. The seemingly perfect life in the community is nothing but a disguise to mask its evil nature. The film shows us the complexity of human nature. Take the one-eyed man, he's been assimilated by the community on one hand, yet shows his goodness at the most critical moment. That's all for today's movie. I'm Jack. See you next time.